Alright, I'm going to tell you about the first battle of the Weg-Redentian War. Alright, at that point, I walked over to the train tracks where the other team was stationed, or where it was going to start. This was the Sagaki clan. It was basically Redentia. Cole pretended they were Redentia, so I'm just going to call them the Sagaki clan. This is what I saw. Well, that's how I pictured it. This is what I actually saw. It was like my 4 friends who were on the other team, and yeah, and then my friend Zakayev saw me and was like, he told me to go, and my other friend Facefoot, that's his YouTube thingy. I don't know if I'm allowed to say his name, but he's like, oh my god, because his parents are kind of strict. So I come back and I tell the fellas, and we're quite concerned. We're trying to figure out what's happening. My dad actually came over and was like, hey, yo, Vladimir, give me your guns. So we did, and what happens afterwards isn't that important. Basically walked around the woods for a little, and then my dad picked me up, because it was like, where are you? Where were you? And I was like, oh my god. So we speculated that the reason the cops were there was because this lesbian couple, which isn't that important, but that's just an observation my dad made, was saw us, and it was like guns in the woods equals terrorists. However, all our guns had orange tips, which is, except for mine was painted over, but I was armied up, so it was kind of clear that I was LARPing. But apparently there's 2 women come over and because they went back to the cars in the parking lot, and were we saw men in the woods with guns shooting at deer, which was couldn't be farther from the truth. We were all under the age of 15, and we're in the airsoft guns, orange tips, and we're not shooting at deer. As a matter of fact, we were telling the deer to get out. The war was and I quote myself and Cole, "Get out of here! The war is coming." So yeah, this wasn't we had to go to court, so because can't really have terrorists in the woods playing airsoft, now can we? That it felt like it was gonna be it was underwhelming. It was just a lady and a guy in a chair, and they were just one was just typing on her computer, and the other was just oh, playing airsoft in the woods. All right, it was gonna be $600, which I don't remember why. It was something stupid, but your attorney called and was $75. So yeah. Now you must be wondering, Vladimir, why would you make a video about this one specific time that wasn't that big of a deal? Sure, $75 were lost, but other than that, nothing was really lost. No, that would be true, and I wouldn't be doing anything about it. Except for the tiny fact that it's not the only time this has happened. But it is the most serious time, because, except for the other time, but I'll tell you that in a second. There's 2 other times I'm going to tell you about. The first time is one of the most famous times, because it's something I referred to a lot. It's the time when it's probably the first time I ever got any trouble with the police concerning airsoft. I believe it was in 2016 or 17, and it was I believe springtime. The school year was coming to a close. And me and Field Marshal Steves were playing World War One. And I guess someone called the cops because they're pussies. Oh man, I didn't mean to say that. Anyway, they you know, the cops show up and are like, "Is that a BB gun? No. Is that a BB gun? No. Is that a BB gun? Yes." That's exactly what happened. That's like an actual conversation I've had with the police officer. It's stupid. I tried to explain it. He just like didn't listen to me. So he like pretended like he was gonna get me in big trouble. Uh so yeah. And that time nothing happened. Like I feel like he realized like we were just playing, you know? And so it wasn't like something that happened a lot. This was like the first time, so it wasn't a big deal. The other time I'm gonna tell you about was the time this is the time I was LARPing, like in the middle, like it wasn't in the middle of the night, but it was I think it was like 6 or 7, because it gets dark and then gets dark at night faster in winter. So yeah, I'm walking through the park because I just like going. I like places at night, especially the park. But it also makes it better than because I was playing Army. And my goal was to get to like a park far away, which I didn't, but I did make it to a like community garden thing by a local high school, and a cop car passes, and its light is on, like scanning for me, and I like duck down, and it's kind of scary because I'd never seen that before, and I was like, oh no, those people playing football in the middle of the night, in the middle of winter, called the police on me. That's not very good. So I attempt to make my way home without getting spotted by any police, or anyone for that matter, because I didn't want to get in trouble. Who does? Am I right? And so I'm walking home, and I make it home, and my brother's like done messed up a little bit, and tells me that the police came by and were like, "We know you were outside," even though it wasn't him. "We knew you were outside playing Army with like Airsoft. Don't do it again. We can't do this anymore." And being the good brother that he is, he vouched for me and was like, "Okay." And yeah, that's I have another time which was even more crazy. It was probably the most trouble I've gotten, or second most, in terms of repercussions, in terms of the aftermath. That's the most trouble I've gotten in with the government. My dad was just like, "Oh man, you done messed up. Can't do stuff anymore." And then like a month later, he was just like, "Okie dokie." So yeah, have a good day.